Hey everybody, Spy4360 here. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I'm going to be reviewing Marvel Rivals in this video, and if you'd like to see live Marvel Rival gameplay, I stream bi-daily, and the link's in the description, and they're on screen. Please leave a like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content, but let's get into the review. I'm going to start by saying the negative things that I think are impacting Marvel Rivals. Some of them aren't that bad, but some of them I feel like could improve the game a lot. We're going to start off with modding. This current season, they've taken out a lot of the modding capability, which I feel is pretty lame. Modding, I feel, just like increases like the player base's enjoyment of a game. As an example, there's no custom game lobbies in Marvel Rivals, like the base game. You can't like fuck with the code and just do goofy stuff, which we know is possible because one, people are modding the game, and two, they put out like a Splatoon-esque game mode with like just Jeff the Shark, which was, it was fun, you know, but like I would kill to see a magic parkour where people like make like a magic parkour course for like a map or something. I would love that. And then on top of that, modding, people like messing with the character models or like making the game more optimized through Nexus mods. They made it harder to do that, but like there was already like a day one workaround for people modding. It just feels like wasted effort. And I know like the downside to this would be like, oh, people are hacking and cheating. But people are going to be doing that regardless, I feel like, and people are going to be using like third-party clients to cheat and hack. So messing with the modding community isn't really going to hamper that, I feel like. Yeah. But yeah, I'd really wish they would just be like, yeah, modding's cool. Also, here's like a custom game workshop that you can like mess with the code and make your own funny game modes and stuff. Because in Overwatch, most of the funniest game modes came from people messing around in the workshop. And the Overwatch team was like, oh, that's cool. Let's make that real, you know? Also, I'd really like to see Venom nipple PvE. Like there's Malga nipple PvE. Even though that's probably not possible. I don't know if there's like a big cube for you to stand on. I'm going to be comparing Marvel Rivals a lot to like Overwatch and Deadlock just because they're very similar as we go on. But a big thing that I personally wish was in the game, which at this point of development there probably won't be, is a crouch button. God, I wish there was a crouch button. I feel like it adds so much depth and complexity to AD strafing. There's so much skill expression that you can have just by adding a crouch button. You'll see it in this video. I kind of start messing with the Hanzo, the Hawkeye, yeah. Where it's like he's trying to shoot me and I just start backpedaling. Imagine if I had a crouch button, you know? Like I'd be invincible. Having a crouch button isn't that big of a deal. It's like a third-person shooter, so like peeking the sniper is as easy as just like sitting around a corner and using your third-person camera to see if the lane that you're walking into is safe, you know? But I'm a melee character. I one-trick magic. Having a crouch button would be nuts. It'd be insane. But again, I don't think that's ever going to be a thing just because of like how late into development we are. The game's out, you know, it's season 2. But yeah, moving on to things that I don't know if we want them to be changed, but that I just personally don't like. I don't like bans. Again, I one-trick magic. So, like, I don't have the same type of notoriety as, like, other content creators. But I feel like if people recognized my name, they'd be like, oh, that's the magic one-trick. And they'd ban magic, which is kind of depressing. I've been seeing that with like Zebra's videos where it's like, oh, it's Zebra, let's ban Spider-Man and Hulk, and then he can't play. It's kind of depressing. I'll touch about people being broken, but I really like the hero identities in this game. But if a character is broken, you can ban them. That's the obvious upside to bans. Is like, okay, that character is gone. We don't have to deal with like Hela or Hawkeye or Luna Snow, you know? Yeah. And bans are weird. I just personally don't like them because I'm a one trick. And like everyone's like, I hate tier lists, but everyone's like, Magic's B tier. So it's like not likely that she'd be banned, but at the same time, it's like, oh, there's the Magic one trick, ban Magic. You know, I don't know, it's lame. Specifically for one tricks, not everybody one tricks. Most people don't one trick. Moving on to lighter topics, comm wheel. I feel like there should be more options for a comm wheel. Like in Overwatch, you can hold C and basically do like a plethora of options. You can say like, I'm with you, goodbye, hello, thank you, you're welcome. There's a lot of just communication in the base Overwatch that like your characters will say. If you hold C and then say you're welcome, your character will be like, you're welcome, you know? It's a lot for nonverbal communication. I'm African American, and I have friends who have feminine sounding voices, and like literally just having, I've had 4 games where like I had like my friend talk and they're like, woman, woman, and they just yell at them. Yeah, it's depressing. Just having nonverbal communication options in a game is very helpful. And then also toxicity. This game's really toxic. It's like more toxic than Overwatch. It's not as toxic as League of Legends, but like, yikes. people are yapping. I feel like that's just competitive games in general. People are more toxic. That's not really a problem with Marvel Rivals specifically, but that's something that makes the game less enjoyable for me. And then let's quickly touch on the positive aspects of the game. I really love this game. Like if I was to rate it, I'd give it like a 9 out of 10, right? So the positive things kind of take a back seat just because it's easy to talk about negative shit. Like even if I'm giving it a 9 out of 10, the negative things are easier to talk about and have conversations about. But yeah, talking about the thing that I said with bans, the hero like personalities are very, very good. The design philosophies that they're having for heroes is really good. They haven't really like done any crazy reworks or anything, which I hope they don't for any of the characters, but they've done buffs and some nerfs, and I feel like they're putting characters in the right place with those changes. I played in the beta, I played in Season 1 and Season 2, and it just everything that they've done so far hasn't fucked with the hero's philosophy to the point where it's like a different character, which I like that. I like when a character is the same general feel when you're playing them, you know? And again, we haven't had much time to experience what they're going to do to characters, just because it's like Season 2, the game's been out for like less than like a fourth a year, you know? But yeah, hopefully it stays the same where it's like they don't mess with characters too much and their hero philosophy stays the same. Going on to maps, I really like map philosophy. The maps are pretty wide open and it leads a lot to bigger team fights. I feel like in Overwatch specifically, somebody will go to reposition and that just makes the fight a 4v5 just because it's like 5v5 in Overwatch. So 1, you have less numbers. 2, repositioning might take a while depending on the map in Overwatch, which isn't a bad thing. It's just you need to be aware of it more and it makes the game harder. Overwatch, I feel like, is just harder by default. Doing a flank in Marvel Rivals is usually like there isn't 3 lanes in a map sometimes for some chokes. Like it'll be like left main or like right and main instead of like you can go left main or right, you know? So going on a flank, it's like shorter times or like you don't even need to go left. You just go kind of like main, but to the left a little bit, you know. The map designs are more team fight oriented, which is cool. I like that. It's more fun. There's more action. This feels more like Call of Duty than like a team shooter sometimes. Even in like higher reload games, it's crazy. But yeah, I didn't really want to talk over this whole video, but that's kind of what ended up happening. I'm sorry. I hope you enjoyed me giving like a review to Marvel Rivals and the gameplay footage in the background. Again, if you'd like to see more gameplay footage, I'm live on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube bi-daily. So if you'd like to stop by and say hello, I'd really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and like and subscribe. Goodbye. Best.
Coming in fast.
Aiming at my feet. Oh my god, I almost died.
This is your big chance.
Pulse charge! Fire! Seems Namor has unleashed his Remind me what to eat
Final score: 3, 2.
Nice work, everybody. Yeah, I don't know why people just start freaking out. No, you're good. We still did good.
Nice job, though.